Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Yan. Today we are listening to a comeback and I'm super excited because it is a member from Infinite. His name is Kim Sung-kyu Oppa and I'm so happy to see him still performing, making music for us all to enjoy. So for today's song, it is called I'm Cold, perfect for the cold and chilly weather. So let's enjoy it together. I'm guessing the song will be slower just because of the title. Complete guess though, but let's check it out right now.
고통이 뭔지도 행복이 뭔지도 다 엉켜버린 듯해 날 또 끌어안고 날 또 밀어내고 다 부서진 채로 yeah. 내 맘조차 난 알 수 없는 걸 빛나간 날씨처럼 그래져 비처럼 yeah. 또 넌 돌아섰네 I say I know baby don't go 또 난 멍청하게 보네 I say I know but I don't go crazy now 화려한 날 you and I yeah 지독한 병에 걸린 듯해 yeah I'm cold 멈출 수가 crazy now 지원 날 you and I yeah 끝없이 do or die yeah I'm cold 기다려 얼어붙은 채 조각난 기억의 파편 차갑게 날 감아 올려 익숙한 네 공기 내 맘 내 것 아닌 기분 반복돼 돌아가겠지 날 그냥 내던지겠지 화를 내고 소리쳐도 결국 네 멋대로 yeah 또 넌 돌아섰네 I say I know baby don't go 또 난 멍청하게 보네 I say I know yeah, but I don't go crazy now 화려한 날 you and I yeah 지독한 병에 걸린 듯해 yeah I'm cold 멈출 수가 crazy now 지원 날 you and I yeah 끝없이 do or die yeah I'm cold 기다려 얼어붙은 채 When you call yes I'm cold now 넌 얼어붙어 날 기다리잖아 너의 흔적이 식어가네 I say oh no but I don't go crazy now 화려한 날 you and I yeah 지독한 병에 걸린 듯 yeah I'm cold 멈출 수가 crazy now 지원 날 you and I yeah 끝없이 do or die yeah I'm cold 기다려 얼어붙은 채
It's great to hear from him again, but it sounds extra sad just because of the way he sang and also just what I think this MV is trying to portray. It's not a happy ending nor a happy start. So, yeah. Anyways, let's talk about it. Especially, it's been a long time hearing him, and so it's great to see him have another comeback again, as he is my bias of Infinite, and so it's great to see him. All right, so we first start off with. Let me just quickly play this part just to confirm something. Okay, not quite. Anyways, it says I'm cold and he's just lying on the snow. That looks pretty fun, but also like physically, he's probably very cold, right? And we see him transitioning to the forest. He was also lying down, and it's just seeing him being a little hopeless, searching for something but not sure what. And he is just lost in the woods, feeling like he's just surrounded by many things, but he's just he's just by himself, one little self in a huge like forest area, but none of the trees are growing. Like it's all dead looking, very empty. The colors are brown and darker, so it shows that there's not a lot of life going on in that specific area. And we also see him singing, but it's also seeing something is very meaningless. And then he found life, which was the little flower he was holding very dearly and tight to it, which could represent the person who he loved and cherished. But eventually it transitioned into a block of ice, and that was very, very creatively done. I didn't expect that to happen. And so there's a lot of symbolism showing like, oh, that relationship is now broken or they're separated, and he still misses that person. And that block of ice represents his heart, seeing that it's now a solid block of ice. It's nothing, it will eventually melt, but it's still frozen. So he could have kept all his like emotions and feelings for that person, and it's just locked up inside. But it's not helping him because he is struggling, he's upset, he's depressed, he's thinking of the past, and it's just making him, devastated, thinking being in the car where it was warm, but later on when he touched the window, it turned ice. So it seems like he is also freezing, kind of like Frozen, a little bit, of how his heart has become hardened and frozen and being stuck because he misses that person dearly. And later on, looking at old books or journals or something, he found a ring, which made it even more hard for him to endure. So maybe in the beginning his relationship was very good with this person, but then later on, of course, they broke up or were separated. And he was in this room, or hold on, kind of a lobby area that's full of dust and full of snow. So everything is just, very, very sad for him, and he is struggling deeply all by himself, and there's nothing like that can help him because he keeps thinking of the past. And so I wanted to see if there's a there. So this is his room. I guess it's very unrealistic to some extent. I mean, he dresses up so nicely, but everything is very messy. It could also be the place where they argued and the place where they broke up, right? And so we see a lot of chairs fallen, picture frames are tilted, the wallpapers are ripped apart. The clock is always at the same time, so right, thinking back at the past, but it also hurts him severely. Books all over the floor, and so it might have been a pretty difficult place for him to be at. And just looking at the setting, we have old suitcases, a very, very old TV, and maybe a radio somewhere too. So he is going back in the past of when he went through the difficult times. And so the colors changes from a little more black and white to a little bit of a warmer color, but it still shows that he he is struggling, and it's very sad for him, and to the point where even this place will be covered in snow, it will be frozen, it will be covered up, and it will not be healed. And so I thought that was very sad, but it was very meaningful as well for this MV, at least what he's trying to portray or show. And it's always forever that time, even though the clock goes forward and backwards. I think it's still at that time that made that just, you know, he's just stuck in that time. And the ring, I guess, was for the person, but the ice has melted. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing that the ice melted or if there's an additional meaning to it, but it's all very sad. And in the end, he is standing in front of another tree, which is lifeless, wintertime. Everything is covered up, nothing is blooming, and I noticed that the snow was like reversed, so like it's going upwards. So does that mean he is now, you know, overcoming this difficulty, overcoming this hard relationship? I'm not sure. It leaves us with a little bit of a question mark, slightly hopeful since the ice cube melted and the snow's going backwards or reversed. Maybe he will overcome it, but for now he is still struggling with it, and that's what I got. So if you have slightly different interpretations, let me know, but that was the feeling I had, and it was very sad. Plus the way he sang, it made it very emotional, very passionate, very touching. So yeah, Oppa, you did a really good job, and I'm glad you are able to perform again and have a comeback. I'm going to check out his mini album and see what other fantastic songs he has in there. So please continue to support Kim Sung-kyu and also enjoy I'm Cold as well as his other songs. All right, thank you so much.